Hello and welcome back to Bransford Webs. Well, we're starting to go into the second half of March now, and Mother's Day isn't far away. The weather's still looking quite dry, although it's a little bit cooler at the moment. Still nice and dry, so you can get in the garden and do some work. This week, you're joining us in Liner House 1, which is where we filmed about 5-6 weeks ago now and showed you our colourful range of primulas. They've all gone. The beds have been cleared down. All started off for a new crop. And so what you can see in here is our Hebe crop for 2026. Scary, we're only just in 2025 and 2026 Hebes are on their way. So there's 9 centimetre stager in here. We'll grow these through the spring and they'll form a nice root system, nice structure. They'll be trimmed numerous times depending on the variety to get that structure in place. And then they'll be potted between July and October, depending on the growth rate of the plant, ready to make finished plants for this time next year. Well, that's next year. So for this year, I thought we'd show you some stuff that's looking really, really good. And I want to start out the video with a new introduction this year. So this is from our own genetics. This is Hebe Lime Pickle. And as you can see, it's got really limey coloured foliage. Its parentage going back, its sort of grandparent was Purple Pixie, so this will form a nice purple flower later on in the year, lots of it. But all the way through the winter, it's had this lovely limey foliage. As the new foliage flushes, it stays that colour. So it will settle off a little bit as you get into the summer, but certainly through the winter months, it does glow out either in a pot or in the border. And the good thing about this plant is we've done it as a plant for perennial. You may remember 2 years ago we launched Nemesia Peaches and Cream as a plant for perennial, which we've still got and still is a plant for perennial. And that will be online in the next 2 or 3 weeks. It's growing away nicely in the polytunnel at the moment. But this is our second in our range of plants for perennial. And what plants for perennial are, I'll stop saying plants for perennial in a minute. And what plants for perennial are is it's a range of plants we've launched in conjunction with some other nurseries within the West Midlands as well to raise both awareness and funds for perennial. If you don't know what perennial is, just Google them, check them out. They're a great charity. They support anyone working in horticulture who's in difficult times. Really fantastic cause. So 40 pence from every plant we sell, we donate to perennial for both lime pickle and for Nemesia Peaches and Cream. So really worthwhile cause, really great charity. Check out perennial by Googling them online. And then we'll go into a bit of colour now. So the last few hellebores are going out of the door. So this is Harvington Picotee. So proper Orientalis type, proper Lenten rose, flowering at the time it should do, which is now. Looking really, really good. Nice bit of bud and flower on there. Let's zoom right in there. And Picotee has got that lovely, lovely sort of pink veined flower to it. So just check out those because we're really at the end of the crop now, just a few hundred of those left, and then that's them done for another year. Jumping back into Hebes for a second, as well as lime pickle, we've also put online golden pixie. So golden pixie is more golden. The lime you've seen then, it gets more golden as the new growth comes out. It's got that nice green midrib through there, and again, flowers with a nice purple flower in the summer. While we're on the shrubby front, we've got our sister Sunset online, really chunky 3-litre pot full, overwintered, just flushing out at the moment. So Sunset, I think Purpureus has been going out for a couple of weeks. Sunset's online now with that lovely pink paper-like flower. Vinca Illuminations is looking fantastic and will really light up your beds. And so you've got a nice golden green variegation, loads of flower on there and loads more bud coming up from the base. Then we'll carry on the shrubs for a second. We've got Lavender Regal Splendor. So second of our French lavenders going online. We've had Tiara online for the last week, and now Regal Splendor is online as well, which is that pure purple flower. Then on to some more perennial type lines. We've got Arenaria Montana, lovely low growing plant. The flower buds are just forming in there. So by the time this arrives in garden centres next week with you guys, I would expect this to be showing the first bit of colour. Speaking of colour, and something that really makes a splash of colour at this time of year is our Calceolaria collection. I've only got 2 of them here. There's a third variety as well. But our Calceolaria, as you can see, the slipper flowers have got these lovely, bright, vibrant colours. And just look at the amount of bud in there. Really standing out. And when they're on a block, en masse, they really shine out. So for Mother's Day weekend promotion, that will really brighten up your plant area. More traditional sort of cottage garden plant now, and our Aquilegia Spring Magic Ranger online at the moment. So the bud's just coming out of the pot again. I would expect this to be showing colour by the time it hits garden centres next week. And then we'll just finish off with a couple of more, I'll say robust or still traditional lines really. So our flower carpet roses. Again, numbers are getting low, so please get these before they sell out. The flower carpets are a fantastic range, low growing, really heavy flowering. We've got 7 colours of those available, so check out the full availability so you know what we've got on the nursery. And last but not least, our phormiums are dwindling away. So I've got Golden Ray, there we go, on the left hand side. And oh, crikey, Sarah, which one is it? Bronze Baby, sorry, I had a complete mental block then. Bronze Baby on the left hand side. So really good contrasting foliage colours, work really well on the bed. And as you can see, absolutely stonking plants as a 3 litre phormium. So that's it for this week. Fingers crossed the sun keeps continuing to shine and the temperatures warm up a little bit and everything's growing nicely on the nursery. So check back in next week, see what's looking good here at Bransford Webs. Goodbye for now.